Hello, you are most welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your power behind a voice on Tuesday Night Anatomy with Daniel Okwan. Yes, we are still in the era of anatomy of clinical importance. And my friends, this is today's case study. A 28-year-old man was involved in a high-speed motor vehicle accident. Now, eyewitnesses quickly rushed him to, of course, the nearest medical emergency center. On reaching the place, the individuals explained the whole situation and made an important remark to, of course, the clinicians and, of course, the emergency nurses that this patient was having difficulty in breathing. My friends, in no time, this patient passed on. Now, prior to passing on, physical examination revealed no fracture or injury to the upper limb, lower limb, the abdomen, nothing like that, even the thorax. But my friends, what was observed was that there was an injury to the neck region. And my friends, post-mortem report revealed that there was a fracture dislocation of the C4, C5 cervical vertebrae. Now, this is the case study that is before us, okay, that we have to go through some questions with. Now, the first question is that why was there a respiratory failure after the injury, okay, of this individual? My friends, the first thing that we need to understand over here is that, yes, there was difficulty, okay, in breathing by this individual. And so for this reason, there was a respiratory failure. Now, whenever respiratory failure comes into the picture, the important muscle that is involved is, my friends, the thoraco-abdominal diaphragm. Now, that diaphragm, that is sandwiched, that separates the abdominal cavity below from the thoracic cavity above. That is the thoraco-abdominal diaphragm we are talking about. And so what happens is that this muscular sheet could not contract and relax, to cause, gaseous exchange, effective one. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why this patient eventually died. Now, the next question that we want to understand is that here is the case, in this case study, it was observed that, there was no puncture, there was no injury to, the limbs, neither there were injuries to the abdomen nor the thorax. Now, here is the case, we are trying to say that the diaphragm, the thoracoabdominal diaphragm, is between these two organs. Meanwhile, there was no injury over there. The diaphragm was also intact. And so that is where we have to think a little bit. That it tells me that the motor supply to the diaphragm, that is where the injury came from. And so the next question for us is that which nerve is supposed to give motor supply to the diaphragm? And my friends, your answer is the phrenic nerve. And that is why in the case study, post-mortem examination revealed fracture dislocation of the C4, C5 vertebrae. Now understand that the phrenic nerve, its root value, coming from the ventral rami of what we call C3, C4, and of course C5. It therefore tells me that whenever there's that kind of fracture dislocation of any of these vertebrae around the neck region, where of course the nerve will exit, then my friends, the phrenic nerve, is likely going to get injured over there. And so that's the basis. So once the injury happens in the neck region, whichever level, and it affects the phrenic nerve, then what will happen is that there will be paralysis to, of course, the diaphragm. Okay, so that's one important point which I want you to know. Now, the next thing is that what other things, might have been lost, as far as injury to, of course, the phrenic nerve is concerned. And my friends, there will be some kind of sensory loss. This time, not motor loss, there will be some kind of sensory loss. Sensory loss to what? My friend, we'll be talking about mediastinal pleura, we'll be talking about the diaphragmatic pleura, and my friend, we'll be talking about even the pericardium. There will be sensory loss because the phrenic nerve is not only motor, It also carries some kind of sensory fibers, okay, to, of course, carry the sensation from these, structures. Okay, so these are the important points which I want you to know as far as this case study is concerned. I'm very grateful for your time this evening. Have a good night, all of you, and may the good Lord richly bless you. Amen.